Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Shenanigans. You see the man sitting there at the edge of the forest. Originally, you thought he was a dowel with a note attached to him, but you blink a few times and you realize it's actually just a man in a dark cloak sitting cross-legged on the ground.
Man, I'm hungrier than I thought I was. I swear that was a dowel just a moment ago.
It's definitely not.
Crazy. Crazy how that works.
Wow.
I guess we approach the man. Hey,
The man looks up to you and immediately
Barely.
says, "Do I have your attention?"
I mean, yeah, you're the only one here, man.
I keep my eye out once he says like on the forest line.
As I was going to St. Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. Every wife had 7 sacks. Every sack had 7 cats. Every cat had 7 kittens. Kittens, cats, sacks, and wives. How many were going to St. Ives? You get 1 answer. And you have 2 minutes. Go.
I mean,
Can you say it again, please?
there's all
Not
7.
a
right?
chance.
How many sacks and wives? And it was all 7, right? Hey, Johnny knows the answer to everything, man. I'm telling you.
Johnny answers 7. That is not the answer to this riddle.
Cathelm during this process will slowly be going to be behind
Okay.
this man.
The
Because-
man
The
has
man.
7 wives.
No, the answer has already been given. It doesn't matter what you can come up with now. Johnny jumped the gun and gave the wrong answer. The man immediately pushes a trap lever and kind of falls down into a pit. While jumping out from behind a tree are 2 monstrous people, two enemies with auto crossbows with automatic reloading magazines that can get
I thought
multiple
it was
attacks per
8.
round.
Because insects.
No, the answer is 1. It's a riddle. He's going to St. Ives. He met these people. They're headed the other way. The answer is 1 person is going to St. Ives. Anyway, we are going to roll initiative.
So you can't answer it.
Hey, buddy, don't you know what we're doing? Connor, have you not picked up on today's...
Oh, you're right. So Neal, I'm gonna take
Episode?
out my fully automatic crowbar, and I'm gonna boomerang it at him. And it's gonna
It
hit
is
him.
an automatic crowbar. It reloads after every attack.
And it's gonna hit him every time. And I'm gonna be rolling 100 d20, and it does 3d8 damage.
Do these
Rob, I
monsters
hope you understand what I'm doing at
humanoids
least.
appear and act as animals?
Does the what?
Do these monstrous humanoids get affected by animals?
They might. You gotta try it. Let's roll initiative. Our 2 men with auto crossbows jump out from behind the trees.
All right.
Oh my god, they roll really well. And they're like,
Let me check.
low
my
initiative auto
spells.
crossbows. It's don't worry about it.
I know, I'm doing.
I guess it's +3 because it's gonna be like fists.
Oh wait, I have to check.
Or +2.
Fists are +2, I believe.
Okay.
Fiery fire. Where's fairy fire?
Oh god.
According to my character sheet, my pummeling is at speed 2.
Sure. Sounds great.
Fairy fire was an alteration spell, right?
I have no idea. Maybe.
Oh, it's wait, it's a priest. Just a moment.
So the enemies roll 6 and 7. Shag gets a 7, unless Guathir can beat him. Probably. I mean, Shag's only a small kobold. Guathir's a large man. He can probably beat the shit out of Shag. I'm sorry,
Fairy
Shag.
fire,
You
there
could
it
outthink
is, there
Guathir
it is.
any day of the week, though.
There
Which is kind of
Plus-
funny because you're a kobold.
All right, 6.
All right, so Guathir goes as the first person, runs with his auto crossbow at hip level, firing from the hip while screaming, running from tree to tree. He will spray and pray the whole team, so he'll get 2 attacks at each of you with his auto crossbow.
Range.
And it's got penalties to hit. It's not a very accurate
How-
weapon when you fire from the hip.
How far are the 2 from each other?
You actually have only seen 1 yet because the other one hasn't jumped out because you beat him in initiative. So you only know of 1 who is running at the same time as you.
Okay, I will cast. Let's cast it at a higher level.
I have to change my initiative So I guess I just go last in the round.
D4. 4. So I will cast Fairy Fire at
You
him,
illuminate.
which is it's 80 square feet.
That's more than
in
enough to
which he
cover a person.
stands.
Yeah.
And it now lasts 32 minutes. They get a save. Yeah, they get outline. Do I get? No, wait.
Oh,
no,
he
no
fails.
save.
No
No
save?
save. No save. Yeah. They since it's dark outside,
It's
all attacks have
Not
plus 2
dark
bonus to hit.
outside.
So all attacks have.
Daytime.
Oh, it's day. Oh, I thought it was. So plus 2 bonus to both them, and we can see them both. Plus
You get
1
a
bonus.
plus 2
Well, plus 1 bonus.
to hit in the daytime as well?
Yeah, in Twilight and better.
Okay. In Twilight,
Twilight or better.
a plus 1 bonus in Twilight or better. Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone gets plus 1 to hit our guy as he runs and screams and shoots from the hip. 2 crossbow bolts at everybody. We're going to go starting with Cathlum. The -2 doesn't hit you. Does a 10 hit you?
I don't have any AC bonus, so yes.
Oh my god. You get shot, Cathlum, for 6 points of damage.
Still fine.
Okay. The next 2 shots go at Zen with 2 5s. The next 2 shots go at Shag with a 2 and a 0. The next 2 shots go at Gwathir with a 4 and a 3. And the last 2 go at Johnny Vegas with a 13 and a 0.
Well, the 13 definitely hits.
You take 3 points of damage.
Oh, I'm still up.
He gets to the other tree, and you can see him just like throwing the big crossbow bolt magazine out to the side and pulling out a new one.
From where? This must be like.
He had it tied to the tree with some twine.
Whoa. No, Neil, it can't be twine. Otherwise, this would
was
not
sapped
be a good
to the
session.
tree. It was sapped to the tree.
Oh,
It
there
is-
we go. It was sapped to the tree. Perfect.
No, even
Perfect.
better, it is a bunch of twines that are coated in sap. You could say it's some kind of tape that he used to tape the
There was
bolts to the tree.
an episode of MacGyver where they use a certain type of tree sap to create like minor explosive devices in order to defend the old west farm that they're in from bandits attacking it. I love that show. It's so good.
But we have to have tape in some form here, Neil. Otherwise, it's not a
Twine
good
is
show.
tape. Twine and rope is tape.
Yeah, twine
the
and
medieval-
sap is also tape. Twine
fine.
and sap.
All right. That was initiative 6. At initiative 7, both Shag and the second guy go. Shag, why don't you make your attacks first? But he's still going to get them all off. What do you do, Shag?
I shoot him
Okay.
with my crossbow.
Did you add the +1 from Fairy Fire?
Who are you shooting at?
The guy that's running across the field.
The new guy? Okay.
Yeah.
You hit him.
Sweet.
You fucking hit him.
Gooned him, Skeeter. Now I gotta remember what like Xbox does. There we go. He takes 7 damage.
Wow, he dies, actually. That just brings him down. Congratulations. He still gets off all 8 of his shots. Thank God there's... No, all 10 of his shots. Thanks God he's got a 10-round magazine. First 2 go Johnny Vegas with a 5 and a -3. The next 2 go up Gwathir with a 13 and a 4.
I assume these are not steel tipped.
These are just regular, everyday crossbow bolts.
I have 18 AC against bronze tipped bullets.
Because
I have
Gwathir
steel
sleeps in
armor.
his armor and never gets any penalties for sleeping in his armor. And he sleeps next to his sword.
I mean,
Gwathir's a weird
even then,
person.
I would have 17 AC.
Sure.
17
Multiple
18
shots against Shag with a 5 and a 1. 2 shots against Zen with a -3 and an 8. And 2 shots against Cathlum with a 6 and an 11.
Yep.
Oh! He hits you for another 6 damage, Cathlum. I'm so sorry. Cathlum falls to the ground, shot twice by the auto crossbows. I'm
Don't
sure
worry, I
his
killed that
friends
one,
and family will save him. Next person up. Zed.
Okay, so how far is the guy from me that's
He's
already
like-
gone?
The one that's dead or the one that's hiding behind a tree?
Hiding behind a tree.
He's maybe 60 feet from you.
Okay, so I can walk up to him and try stabbing him with a weapon.
Yes.
Shank him, wizard shank him.
So you get to him, but he's behind the tree. He's got the crossbow between his legs. He's got the new magazine, and he's like trying to hold the crossbow and put this thing in.
Okay, so he's got a horrible disadvantage to do anything.
Yeah, he's in a
What's my bonus
compromise.
to hit?
I'll give you +2 to hit. I'll give you the equivalent of back attack against this guy.
Okay, and then there's plus
That
one
must be
from
some kind of image. He's trying to load his crossbow, and this unblinking sober wizard just comes in and shanks him.
Oh my
God!
He's not wearing any armor. I mean, he's wearing a vest made out of synthetic fibers, but it doesn't protect against stabs. So, you fucking murder him as well. Well, maybe. He does have 2d8 hit points. He
like-
could be alive. He actually is alive. I take it back. I rolled his HP. He survived. He grunts and holds back the pain. Next up is...
I'm just standing there staring at him.
Oh, God.
What is this, a Hitchcock movie?
Cathlum, it would be your turn, but you're bleeding right now.
No.
This is where you say you don't have time to bleed.
He's
I'm
dead. He
unconscious
doesn't
and I
get a
can't
save.
believe.
It's close enough. I'll take it. Last but not least, we've got Johnny Vegas.
All right, well, my plan has gone to shit. So I guess what I do instead is I look at my bleeding out paladin companion, and I look at this rope I've been handed. I'm like, we can squeeze these wounds shut. And so he has these arrow holes in him. I pull out the arrows, and I start tying the rope really tight around his chest and squeeze together with my bulging muscles as I can.
You give him a chest tourniquet, to keep the blood from getting to the center 2/3 of the body. Connor's got that. That's fucking bullshit. That's not how you treat a wound look on his face.
No, I was watching the freaking video Mission sent over.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
I was only sort of paying attention. It's like, yeah, tourniquets, whatever. I'm not dog. I'm not
Yeah, okay. Give me your intelligence check here, Johnny Vegas.
Oh, that's gonna go real good. All right.
Chest tourniquets are the best.
9.
All right. Next round initiative.
Well, it'll be a minute.
You still have to pull your knife out from all the step.
All right, so the auto crossbow guy goes at 6.
Oh, Jamie. Oh, nice.
Other guy's gonna go at 8. Guathier and Johnny Vegas! Somebody, please stabilize Cathlum.
right,
I've killed
I'm
too many
going
of his
to the
characters
dead-
already. It's unfair.
I'm going over to
He
the
doesn't
dead
deserve
one
to
and going
die.
to take his crossbow and his ammo.
Right, you pick up his crossbow.
And how much
Make
ammo?
me a... Hold on, I need you to make me a saving throw for the crossbow.
Ooh.
It's a very, very fragile crossbow. The moment it falls into the hands of a player character, it has a chance of breaking.
God damn it, Neal.
What kind of save do I need to make?
You're gonna make a saving throw versus crushing blow for it, so a 10 or higher on a d20.
Yeah!
Oh, you do it! You pick it up! You've got it! But there's a magazine taped to some trees or sapped to some trees, so...
I will deal with it after they
Okay,
killed that
cool.
other guy.
All right, Guathier is done. Who's up next?
I'm
Johnny.
loaded.
Johnny Vegas. Go.
All right, so obviously my rope skills did not work so good. So the next step that Johnny knows in helping anyone out is mouth to mouth. So he's gonna force the air back in his paladin.
Go! In check, Johnny! In check!
It's getting better.
You just hear slight whistling as the air comes out of the arrow holes in his body. Okay.
doesn't make sense, but
Next is the person who Zen stabbed, who's just going to like get the magazine and just full auto unload on Zen right in front of him.
no.
All 10 shots. He just holds down the trigger and screams at you, Zen. Let's make a bunch of attack rolls.
Oh god. This might be.
Odds are one will hit.
0, 4, 6, 12, -3, 8, 12, 13, 8, 5. So 3 hits on Zen.
No.
You don't have 10 AC?
Zen has-
I've got 16 AC. I've got the magical armor spell still on me.
Fucking hell. Did none of those hit you then?
None of them hit me.
So it's point
Zen
blank
just
range.
dashes out of the
And
way
he's just like
as the
auto
arrows-
crossbowing you and it goes nowhere.
I assume the 3 that would hit just ping off this magic arrow and the other just goes out.
Yep. It's you guys should all see Hot Shots or Hot Shots Part Deuce. That's exactly what it's like. Yep.
It's no Doreen plus Chaos Ward, but
Okay. Does anyone beat a 10 in initiative? No. All right. So climbing out of the hole is the man in a robe. He pulls out his own auto crossbow, but he's more patient. He's not going to fire all 10 rounds at once. He's going to take 2 careful shots at the back of the party. First one, in fact, they're both going to go at Shag. He's going to try and bring down the kobold right away.
Oh, no, he's not.
He's going to try. He's going to try.
actually no,
bullshit.
Neal, because kobolds have a feature, right?
Always
Fuck, he's
targeted
not going
last.
after Shag. Because kobolds are always the last one attacked. Okay.
Unless
all right.
they
So
display
he's not going-
extraordinary abilities. That's
So
what make
Nick is
them
on the
first
other side of the
target.
tree, so it's either Guathir or Johnny Vegas. So it's Guathir. All right,
right.
he takes 2 carefully aimed shots at the back of Guathir. Does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
Well, he doesn't do anything. The first shot sails over your shoulder, the second one pings off your armor in the back, and you can see him there carefully aiming his long crossbow at you.
That ruined my surcoat.
Okay, next up in initiative order, I've lost track. I think it's Zen and Shag at 12. And yeah.
Oh, I rolled the wrong number. Should have been a 3.
Well, you stab him, Zen, and you do double crit him, and now he's dead.
I told you, Neal. Zen sobered up.
He's even more terrifying now.
I'm gonna walk over to Cathal and be like,
Man.
Johnny Vegas. Fuck, this is how you do this.
So how do you
Use
do
the-
it?
The crowbar.
Mouth to mouth
No.
from a cable. That's a bit weird.
No, like,
He just like curls up
rip
on
his
your
shirt-
wounds.
yeah, no, I rip his shirt up a little bit, like ball it up, put it in there, like lick around it a bit, and then just like
Oh,
slap it down. Like, there you go. That's how you do it.
well, that's
He
not going
licks
to
the wound
infect.
clean, and then just slaps you so hard it just like closes itself.
But
It just like
that wound,
immediately swells and inflames and just like holds everything shut. It's perfect.
Got clean the wound.
All right.
Don't worry, I can cure disease.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, last round of initiative. There's only one guy left with an auto crossbow. He's already used 2 of his 10 rounds.
how fast are these things, Neal?
He's already locked and loaded, so he just fires immediately at 1.
Yeah, but how fast are these things? Because I have one, and I probably can find the clip like in
Yeah,
the
there's
next
a magazine attached to a tree. Yeah. So if you want to reload it, you're not proficient with the DM Hacks auto crossbow. The DM Hacks auto crossbow needs you to make an intelligence check to reload it if you've never used it before.
So I will make a +3 for now.
Yeah, perfect. That's great. Yeah. So the one guy goes first. He's going to. Yeah, because the 2 of you are over. He's definitely going to unload the rest of his rounds at Guathir. Definitely.
Well,
He
Grafir's
just-
the threat. He's got one.
Yeah, well, Guathir's got. It's definitely. He's the real threat now. So, oh god, these are terrible. 0, 0, 2, 17? Hold on. There's still 4 more rolls coming. 2, 7, 12.
Still 18
12.
AC, Neal.
He unloads everything at you. Not a
Like,
single
one
round
of them
lands.
actually probably sticks in the armor, but since it's not a steel-tipped armor, it's steel armor, so it doesn't go through.
All right.
Guafir probably is like, yeah, that was worth the investment.
Yep. Okay, that's it. He's done. Party, take it down.
Fill him with lead. Oh, bronze.
So like, okay, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I've been valiantly resuscitating the dead paladin with the kiss of life, and this guy's shooting at like my friends behind me, right? Is his back?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in my bear wrestling pose,
Oh.
reap up on this dude, and I'm gonna jump on his back and choke him out.
All right. Johnny Vegas is gonna go choke him. Give me an attack roll.
Back attack?
Yeah. Oh, it's perfect. You get the arm right around the neck and give me that strength check. This one's an easy one. You have advantage on it. It's only just a little wily, scrawny old man.
Okay, there's one.
Oh
I don't
my
even-
god, it doesn't
I don't
fucking
even
matter.
roll on one.
Okay, he starts choking. Who else is going in this round?
I wrote an int check to figure out how this gun works, but I rolled a 19, so...
You can make another in check next round.
Yeah.
Next up, Shag? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Zen or Shag?
I'm gonna casually walk up to this guy, like twirling my dagger around, playing with it a bit as he's being choked out by Johnny Vegas. All right, hey bud, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna tell us where the fuck our stuff is, and tell us what we've got coming ahead of us, or well, I'm gonna be needing your kidneys. Don't worry, you'll still be alive, but I'll have your kidneys. I hear they fetch quite a price.
He says nothing because he's being choked. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Johnny, let him speak.
Anyone else want to go?
Yeah, Zen's gonna get in his face just like, Johnny, let him speak.
Can I like ease up on the choking but maintain my like bear wrestling position?
Yes, you can allow him to breathe. He will reset the number of rounds at which he.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ride him, but I'm not choking him yet.
All right. Anyone else want to make an action?
I mean, next round or this round?
This round.
or
This
any-
round. Zen? You talked? You didn't. Okay.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
guess
I
it's
walk
next
up
round.
back to them.
Okay. Yeah. You walk up next to him.
Probably with a like a clip that I
Okay.
tore off a tree.
Next round. Let's roll initiative. Well, it doesn't matter. You're just talking. What do you say?
Yeah. But all right, you're gonna tell us who our stuff is, and you're gonna tell us what we're gonna have to do to get it back. Like all the little steps, not this stupid bullshit game. Or I'm gonna take your kidneys. What do you say?
I appreciate your feelings, McBoof. But believe me, the jerk isn't worth it. He stepped on so many toes in this department, by this time next month, he's gonna be a security guard. His own wife
not
wants nothing to do with him. He's about 2 steps shy of becoming a full-blown alcoholic.
Okay, that's pretty commonplace in this time. So,
All right, listen.
alcoholism isn't a real disorder in this time period.
You'll never get Simple Simon. He's the pieman.
Your rhymes are really shitty.
Listen.
What do you
Ollie,
think I am, a
you like-
gnome?
Yeah,
I know.
exactly. Like, what do you think you are, a gnome? You're rhyming a lot. So, where's Simple Simon? Where's our shit? And what are we gonna have to do to get it back?
Is 28 enough to figure out how this thing loads?
Totally, yeah, you figured it out. You just had the clip, the
that's how it
magazine
works.
backwards. Yeah.
So, he kind of holds it at him. Where's my sword?
He reaches to his lower back, which is, Johnny Vegas has his belly pressed against to it, pulls out the dagger that he tied there earlier with sap, and goes to stab Johnny in the thigh with it.
Him.
No!
All right, you both get your attacks off at the same time. He
shoot
stabs
him.
Johnny Vegas in the thigh. Oh, it's a glancing blow for 1 point of damage. Shaq, you got the guy.
And I shoot him
For
the
2.
crossbow.
Oh.
Yeah, so he got him in the thigh. I got this guy in the gut. I was like, all right, it's kidney time.
Neal, what's the modifier on how many shots can I shoot with this thing?
10.
Joking.
You make 10 shots, each of them at -5.
So I have, what is my modifier with ranged attacks? So I have a -2 in total for 10 shots.
Unload at him. Roll me 10d20.
How much? What do I have to
Just
hit?
roll me 10d20, buddy. It'll be
Okay.
beautiful.
-2 on all of them.
Holy shit. He's so fucking dead. However,
1.
there's a natural 1 in there. I need you to make me a saving throw versus death, Guathir. Otherwise, you shoot Johnny.
But first, Neal,
hold on,
let's
hold on.
go through them one by one.
No. First, let's deal with the natural 1.
Hold on.
Do we need to appreciate that he rolled 100 evenly?
Exactly. Just
I-
exactly 100.
It's very impressive. I know. I was looking at it too. Absolutely.
Okay, saving throws 10 or above.
Saving throw versus death, whatever your saving throw is.
Oh my.
Versus death
Oh,
is, yeah.
oh, so 14 at least.
14 or above. Oh god, you take a shot at Johnny, make the same attack roll against him at -5. D20 -5.
So -2 because.
Oh yeah, -2.
No,
Oh, okay, you missed Johnny.
All right. So how often do I hit him?
He's
And what's
fucking
the
dead.
damage?
Looks
He's
like
so
you hit him.
dead.
Just tell me, Neal, please.
Looks like a
Let's
bloody
see.
head shock.
The 13 is a single hit. The 20 is a
It's
single
11.
crit.
It's 11. Don't forget.
Right.
that. It's
I'm taking
-2.
these into account. Yeah. So the 13 is a hit. The 20 is a crit. The 16 is a hit. The 16 is a hit. So you hit
All right.
1, 2, 3 times and a
So
crit. So
5 damage dice.
5d6. It's just a 5d6.
5d6.
Yeah. You just pump him full of hot broads, and he collapses to the ground.
God, I wanted
Dead.
to dig his kidney out while he is still alive.
I mean, I hit him mostly in the chest. You still have the kidneys. Also,
Still
sorry,
alive.
Johnny. One of them almost clipped your shoulder.
Is there an echo? Is there an echo of boom headshot?
Yeah, the 20 like hits
First
him between the
blood.
eyes.
Overkill.
Now,
No,
then also-
kill.
if anybody wants, there's still one lying out there. I'm going to find more of these clips. Hopefully. I'm going to have a look at the, where the other trees that are around, where they jumped out.
Yeah, you find a whole bunch of magazines attached to various trees. No clips, just full magazines.
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant. How many? Just
Shh, don't worry about it. You've got enough for today's session. It's fine.
just autocross.
Yeah, it's shenanigans.
There's still one out there, guys. If anybody
Well, they're all
wants it.
sticking around with that. I'll just be like sitting there all grouchy, like carving out this guy's insides, like taking out his kidney.
You have acquired his kidney.
All right, cool.
Johnny,
What are you
there's
doing
two
with
of
it?
We'll wait and see.
Wait, there's 2 people or there's 2 kidneys?
For the guy that we were interrogating.
I know, but Kathleen just said, Johnny, there's 2 of them, and I don't know what 2 of them is referring
Crossbows.
to.
So
Okay.
if he knows them both, he can just like break me with 2 of them.
So, single hand both of the crossbows and full automatic fire. Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I have the strength to do that.
No, it should be Johnny.
not-
He doesn't think.
Oh, yeah,
It's not a
okay.
strength issue. It's a DM
But first of all,
issue.
we have to check if the second one if we can pick it up.
It's Johnny.
Yeah,
If Johnny
oh, that's
picks
right.
him up, it's
I
perfectly
do feel
fine.
like somebody needs to be.
All right, well, there were a total of 3 crossbows, so give me 2
Oh, yeah,
saving
3.
throws. Who goes to pick up the next crossbow?
I think it should be our paladin friend. I think he had the idea.
All right.
I'm unconscious.
You find a potion of healing on the guy in the cloak.
Oh, how convenient.
How convenient.
Only time we're getting one of those, boys. Let's see.
I hear the
So
voice
let's
of
save it. Let's not use it on Cathlum right now.
No, Johnny drinks it.
There's a
could
potion
say-
of beautiful women right next to the potion of healing. I think Johnny gets distracted.
What would that potion do?
It's just alcohol. It's just like tequila shots.
God.
All right, Cathlum, you can be awake, but the context of this potion is that it leaves you at 1 HP, badly bloodied and wounded, and you have to
Use
walk with
lay
a
on
little bit of a
hands.
limp.
Use his lay on hands.
You actually can't.
On yourself? Really?
No,
Yes,
you
Neal, he touches
Are you
himself.
sure you don't want to put it on somebody else?
Hold on.
I mean, do you want to reward DM hacks with a slapping of the DM in the face?
I will
Nope.
give it to Johnny actually because that's more paladin-like.
There we go. All right.
I do want to point out he actually can't because you, after going down and then being raised by magical,
Oh yeah, that's true.
you can't receive more magical healing until you've had a full day's rest.
Ooh, thank you, Nick, for the lawyering, so I don't have to cheat the game.
Hey, Catherine gets the healing. No, Catherine, sorry, Johnny gets the healing.
Johnny gets how much does he heal?
That's
Should be-
kind of up to the paladin, right? I have
Yeah.
8 points of healing you
You get-
can give me.
You get 2 because I can only heal 2.
Perfect.
Ah, your first level paladin, right? Wonderful.
Honestly, like the 2 points of healing per level is pretty garbage.
It is a little bit tough, but it is a fighter as well, so
I think 2 points of healing is great, right?
Yeah.
That's like
More for
Healing is
picking up
nice.
people.
that's a
but-
ton of extra healing.
Like, sure, you get the fighter Thaco, but you don't get like the specialization. as
yeah, you're
That's-
right. It's tough. It is. It's
Anyway-
a tough one.
About those crossbows.
Yeah, what about him? Oh yeah. So Cathlum, go ahead and pick us up 2 crossbows. You need to make 2 saving throws. D20, 10 or higher on each of them. Don't break them.
Come on.
Yes.
Nice.
Success.
Johnny gets his too.
All right, Cathlum. You've got 2 auto crossbows, both fully loaded with a full wood jacket and a. I don't know enough about guns to make any more jokes off of this.
What's their speed?
The full wood jacket sounds a little unnecessary.
It's always necessary.
I mean, you want jacketed bull. Well, I would know that. Does the jacket refer to what covers the projectile or to what covers the? Okay, so you wouldn't have a wooden jacketed arrow. That wouldn't make any sense. Okay.
Just be putting one
Unless
over-
you're fighting vampires. I mean, to be fair, Neal, if you're fighting vampires, that would be quite effective.
That would make sense.
point.
All right, let's call them hollow point arrows, crossbow bolts. Then
What? It's like
they only do D6 damage instead of D6 plus 1 because someone made them hollow points.
And they aren't,
but
they aren't going
what
fast
are
enough
their
to be effective as hollow points.
Of course not.
Neal, what are their stats? Like a crossbow?
It's plus
Besides the-
initiative 3, and it just does D6 damage. And don't worry about anything else. You'll never
All
ever
right.
see these weapons are definitely going to break before you ever get to use them in a different session. I promise
know.
you.
I know.
Just try giving them to a vendor, sell it, and it just shatters.
Here. They have vanishes in a puff of smoke.
All right.
Don't worry, if we get them back to Berkshire, we can equip the army of mechanical chickens with them.
They don't have hands. They can't use a crossbow.
No, just give the
No,
skeletons.
But the gnome can strip them down and mount them inside, so they have like they're armed with like crossbow missile launchers.
Turn them into the, no, hold on. Turn them into the turrets from Portal, where it just like flings the arrow instead.
For good.
So I have a look into the hole where that guy went.
Just as a quick change, Skojo in chat has us covered. They are full metal jacketed 100 wood grain hollow point arrows.
There you go.
Wait, this would be terrible as a boat. Wood grain. What did you make them?
Well, because
Did you just
grain is
press
a
the
way of
wood grain
measuring
together?
the amount of black powder, powder in
Yeah.
a bullet, I think.
But out. What is the
round.
boat made of then? Is it like pressed together wood?
It's just,
Grain?
it's a
Don't worry
play on words from grain to
I
grain.
know,
Just
but I want to take it literally.
good.
Neal.
All right.
It's such a shitty weapon, actually.
It's so good. You get 10 attacks per round with it. It's
I mean, if you're a
fantastic.
high-level character, yes, it's really good. In
Or
that
if you're just
case.
like trying to mow down a sea of kobolds.
Okay, is there anything in the hole? Maybe a note where to go next.
Yes, there is a note actually in the ground.
Does it say congrats, you killed the messenger like I expected?
Before you do that, before we tell you what's in here, what are the rest of the party doing as you're like catching your breath and looking around? We will definitely take a look in the hole in a bit.
I'm just kind of like digging around inside the dude a little bit.
Did the potion come in a glass bottle?
Sure.
I am desperately trying to find my reflection in the glass bottle and like fixing my look. I'm like holding it up, trying to fix my hair, getting my like cleaned up.
Mm-hmm. Give me a perception check to see if you can figure out how to get your.
Okay.
Come on.
I just can't quite find the right angle.
Yeah.
Seeing the man in troll cap helm is intention to assist, and he will try to show him how to.
Okay.
So that's probably.
Oh, dang it. We're so close. We just can't quite get the angle.
We need the head of a kobold.
That's what we do. That's what we need.
Why?
Help us get the
Set it
proper
on top. It's for the right height.
Oh, I can't find.
I'm like sitting there. I got like blood covering my arms. I've just got a kidney in my hand. I'm just like playing around with this dude's insides, his entrails.
Mhm.
But you're playing around and scooping out his insides? Is that what
Yeah,
you just
I'm
said?
bored. Yeah.
God. It's just you're playing jump rope with some intestine. Like
Oh God! When was Shaq so evil?
He's not evil. He's bored. This dude.
When was Shaq ever so bored?
I kind of wanted to, perform live surgery on this guy.
God
It's a
damn it!
learning experience.
What
He's
would you have
learning
done
about
with the guy
humanity.
with the dog catcher if there were no witnesses? There would have been no witnesses.
That was an
around.
accident.
All right.
Self-defense, truly.
You look in the hole. Sure enough, there's a note in there. It says, "Once you've dealt with the intruders, meet us on the outskirts of Darcis." And there's a small map that points the way.
What kind of clothes is this? Were they wearing?
They all had leather pants with no shirts, and the one person had a big black cloak to cover him to make him look more mysterious. But other than that, they just had pants and shirts with no shoes.
Graffia is definitely taking the big black coat. Anybody else wants to disguise themselves? Apparently, they were always meant to kill us, and their employer or boss was going to meet them at the outskirts of Darcis.
Sure, I'll take the magical cloak that can make somebody look like a dowel rod.
I already took the cloak.
Wow, where'd that dowel rod come from?
Look at that on the horizon. It's a dowel rod walking up towards us.
Anyway, all right.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
Onward.
Onward. Okay. You follow the map.
Actually, I have a feeling, Johnny, are you wielding two of those?
two. I'm sorry. What?
Crossbows.
Cathelm's got them at the moment. So.
Oh.
Yeah, Cathelm's got the crossbows.
Wasn't there this idea that you could wield both of them?
Right.
Yeah, but
You know,
then
this coat would probably look
I don't know how
really...
you mixed me up, man. I'm so unique, but
I mean, This cloak would probably look really good with anybody who wields 2 of those crossbows at once.
What are you thinking,
No.
Catham?
I think the most cheap thing would be to come out from behind the person wearing the cloak. Don't worry, I have a plan.
All right.
The stair
going-
guides.
All right, then you're going to walk behind me.
How many days does it take to get to Darcis? Because how many days do we have to recover HP with
You know what? It's getting late in the day. You'll be there tomorrow afternoon.
We're not going to
Tomorrow
camp
evening.
at the edge of the Lupin. No.
You don't want to camp right next to where all the werewolves are?
No.
All right.
No.
You guys walk away from the Lupin lore some distance until you feel safe enough to rest for the night. You wake up the next morning to the sound of a wagon. In fact, many
sometime in the night,
wagons.
I just
I mean-
put the kidney next to Guathier's face.
I'm awake
Lovely.
for after 4 hours of sleep, so
Yeah, I'm one of the first 2 watches.
So you wake up to the sound of a wagon train rolling on by.
we see them coming.
Yep,
What kind
it's
of
a long
wagons?
train. It's like just a series of open carts with people driving them and some supplies in the backs of each of them. It's maybe like 30 or 40 wagons, all single file in a line.
Heading.
They're heading towards.
I
They're heading in this direction.
All right.
Oh.
Hey, look at that. You might be able to get some transportation. I'll
Okay.
hail them.
Oh god damn it! Someone's gonna try to rob the train.
Someone gives you a wave, but they can't stop the whole wagon train just for you.
Yeah.
So one of the people says, "If you want to ride, you gotta hop on. But hurry, the train's leaving the station.
Will we make it to Darcis at noon?
Are we like
Only if you get on right now."
Go
I
in.
jump on.
All right, you guys, you have to run and catch up to the wagon train and then jump on it while it's moving. This is a
Wait,
dangerous
fuck
feat.
that! I've got a donkey. I'm just riding
I'm
beside
jumping
the
in a
wagon train.
and I hope it's a wagon
But
full of
but
space.
then your donkey was
How
stolen.
fast is the wagon train?
No, it wasn't.
The
I still
donkey's
have
with you
the
guys.
donkey.
Zen can ride the donkey next to the wagon train. He's fine. But the other 4 of you can't also fit on the donkey, so you gotta hop onto the wagon
jumping
train.
wagon
I
train.
could.
I'm taking off.
But do you, Connor?
Long enough for me to jump on the train because I know I'm a short-ass little kobold.
Okay, so you climb onto the donkey and then jump from donkey to train. That's fantastic. Meanwhile, Cathlum, Guathier, and Johnny have to like run up alongside the train. One of you has to get in first. Who's the first one in?
It's me,
I'm
baby.
going. No, I have the cloak. I have
The
the
2 of
cloak.
you
I'm going
are
first.
trying to jump in at the same time. Why don't you both give me dexterity checks? But because you're both trying to jump on the same wagon at the same time, make them at -2.
Dexterity at -2. All right.
Guathier hops onto the wagon by like elbowing Johnny out of the way.
Oh!
All right.
Who falls under the wagon train, which doesn't really do anything because the wagons are not that fast, really.
All right, so here's the deal. You guys have managed to hop onto the very last wagon on the very last bit of the last wagon train. So you can run for a number of rounds equal to something, I don't know what it is. So you get a certain number of checks to jump on the wagon train. Otherwise, it leaves you in the dust forever.
Okay, but if I can just go. Yeah, it's just going movement speed 12.
It's
Unless
going
that
at
fucking horse is sprinting, Neal. It's
The
just going movement
oxen
speed
are
12.
power walking, okay? They're going fast. You have to run to keep up with it. They're going like 12 miles an hour. Or maybe 8 miles an hour. It's fast enough that you have to really like
That's
run
not,
after it.
That's not even sprinting
What's sprinting speed?
faster than 12 miles an hour.
I don't. Is it? Maybe if you're like an Olympic athlete. 23 miles an hour is the world's fastest speed. The average sprinting speed is about 16 miles an hour. Yeah, so it's not a full-on sprint, but it's definitely like a running. Okay.
I mean, seeing that Johnny has such a hard time getting on, I will like pull him up the train once he comes
Oh,
near.
now you're the guy on the train reaching out a hand to help the next person on the train that you just elbowed out of the way. All right.
Yes.
You can give one person a a bonus of 2 to their check each round. Kathleen,
All right.
Johnny,
Oh,
both give me
so
dex checks.
D20 plus 14.
Definitely giving.
And who are you
Johnny-
helping? You're helping Johnny.
Yeah.
Kathleen
Because
hops on
Johnny
without
has
any problems.
shit decks.
Johnny, make your check at +2.
Hey,
Oh, you
Shag
both
it
get on.
+2. The +2 mattered. The
It
+2
did.
mattered.
It did. It really did. And meanwhile, Shag is riding on the donkey with Zen, and you're gonna hop from donkey to wagon.
Yep.
Right? All right, go ahead. It's a treacherous road between such section of ground between the two of you. You're so small. Make me a dex check. You leap and land on the wagon. It's fine.
Probably do a flip midair.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yep.
All right,
And
you're
I'm just
all on the
looking at it,
wagons,
It wasn't that hard to get on the wagon. Like,
heading
make
for
it
Darcis.
about it.
And on the wagon next with you are a bunch of other people. This is the passenger wagon at the very back of the cart. They're all kind of looking their own way, not really paying any attention.
All
sort of
right,
ignoring you.
everybody. Empty your pocket. No. No,
All
I'm not
right.
going to rob the train.
The wagon train takes you all the way towards Darcis. And as you're getting to the point on the map where you'd have to like make a small peel off to the right to go to the location where X marks the spot, I want everybody that's on the wagon, so not Zen, to make me a perception check.
I see it.
I'm very distracted
I see
with
it.
something.
Whoa, only Johnny Bay.
All right.
Johnny sees some ass.
Yeah, Johnny is definitely watching the ladies in the wagon before them.
Hello.
Meanwhile, it sounds like everybody else all of a sudden hears this beep, beep, beep,
All right.
beep,
I've heard
this
that
before.
before.
beep.
Where's it coming from, Neal?
Train.
Coming
right
from
now.
somewhere on the train. I guess you guys all rolled really well. It's coming from under the seats. Beep,
I check under the seat.
beep. You know, there's
It's a
people's legs in the way. They're shouting at you.
I'm a
What are you
kobold.
doing down there, you filthy kobold? Get out!
You know what I'm going to do? I raise the crossbow. All right, everybody, legs up. Yes, and there's something very bad under your seat right now.
I know, he's crawling. Get him out!
No, I don't mean the kobold. I mean something that will actually kill you. Legs up, or I
All
will
right.
shoot
You
you
guys,
first.
they lift their legs. Shag is underneath. There is a box. It is bolted to the side of the wagon. On the left side of the box is a red fluid. On the right side of the box is a blue fluid, and they're slowly beginning to mix in the middle to a third chamber. Beep.
Break one of the glasses so that it leaks out and can't mix with the other mixture.
Yeah.
How
that's-
hard is it going to be to rip the
That's
seat off
exactly
this
what I do.
road?
He's a kobold.
I take the hilt of my dagger, and I like break the tube to the blue liquid, and then I jump off the wagon.
Yeah, as he. Do you
Okay.
signal us anything here? That
I need you to
was-
make me a d20 roll, a saving throw versus crushing blow for the glass. It needs to roll a natural 20 to pass. You break the glass.
And then I jump off the wagon.
The liquid begins to spill out, and all of a sudden it goes beep, 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 beep.
I jump off.
Everyone, I take anyone who I can who's on here.
Hold on, if you do that, you're gonna have to drop one of your auto crossbows, Kathleen. Because you only have 2 hands, and they're holding crossbows right now.
How many
Can
people are
throw
on it?
one.
10 people. What are you gonna do?
Can I put the crossbows down and just rip the seat out and throw that off instead?
Sure, but if it doesn't work, you might be like it'll take a round. Who knows what's gonna happen in this round? But you do it. You put the crossbows down.
Paladin, he's got to do it.
Meanwhile, Guathier leaps out of the wagon. Give me a dexterity check to not take any falling damage from the high-speed wagon that you're driving along on. Guathier tucks and rolls elegantly. Johnny Vegas.
Oh, am I actually jumping off? I thought
Oh, no,
I was
are you?
distracted about some ladies.
Johnny Vegas is unaware of the problems. Shag, what are you doing?
Oh, I said I break the glass and I immediately jump off.
Right, give me a dex check as you
I
leap off the
tumble.
wagon.
Does the tumbling proficiency help me out at all?
Yeah, you're fine. You tumble and roll, no check required. Johnny Vegas is distracted, and maybe that's what Cathlum realizes that Johnny's still on the wagon, and he can't get off without sacrificing Johnny. So you come over, you see this box. It's like awkwardly tucked under here. People are moving away. Give me a strength check to rip the box off the wagon. Oh, you rip it off with all of your strength. The beeping goes so fast that it's just like a single tone now as you hurl the liquids aside. They land off the wagon with a large explosion.
I'd like to take a flex for the ladies right as it explodes behind me.
The ladies aren't watching, but Johnny's there flexing anyway.
He thinks they are. That's what matters.
I kind of scream after them. We have to get off anyway, guys.
The wagon train doesn't stop. Cathlum and Johnny Vegas are still gonna have to make dex checks to jump off the moving wagon train.
At least it's like 10 people.
But you did save his life. You don't get hit by the magical mixing fluids of fireball.
I'll just go get whoever jumped off.
Oh!
Johnny is graceful. Cathlum? Also graceful.
Descends with his bolters.
All right. The wagon train leaves. You guys peel off to the side. You can see in the distance there's a building, and it's getting bigger as you're walking towards it. It's actually not getting bigger, it's just the perspective change.
What time is it, Neal? If we look up, where's the sun in the sky?
It's going down. Down.
Yelling timber.
Right. Wouldn't we have arrived earlier because of the wagon train not...
Shh. The
Wouldn't
sun is going
I thought we
down.
would have arrived around noon.
Shh. No, it was like 26 miles. You don't get there by noon.
Why don't we get there at high noon, Neil?
Because you get there just as the sun goes down, so the final confrontation could be at
You said they
sunset.
were 60 miles an hour.
Is it not
have a
60
sun-
miles an hour? 12 miles an
12. You did say 12 miles an hour.
I did say 12 miles an hour. They're taking a poor. They gotta go with the route, which means it's not a straight shot because there's so many hills, which artificially increases the
You
distance.
just want to arrive at high noon.
You don't arrive at high noon. You arrive at sundown. You
There's a
need
beautiful
sundown.
sunset.
Yeah.
Neil doesn't want this to be a Western. He wants it to be a modern.
All right, we arrive at the sun in our backs now.
Okay.
It's already
I think we're gonna go to our last break. And when we come back from our last break, we'll finish this up. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see on the other side of the break. Bye, everyone.